Alright, it's starting to get daylight. It's been storming all night. Raining what? It's probably rained 2 inches last night. There's normally 6 or 8 gobblers on this place. And there is 0 this year. But landowner called me and said one moved in. And he's been hearing him gobble right behind his house. So I'm hoping he gobbles this morning. I've been over here 3 times. Haven't got on a bird yet. Haven't even heard one gobble. But he's saying there's one over here, so they like to roost right in here. I'm about 400 yards from his house. Hopefully he gobbles. It's real foggy. That crow's hollering, still waiting on a gobble. Alright, it's a little after 7. I've yet to hear a turkey gobble. There may not even be one over here, but there could be. I'm fixing to hit the call. I have not called yet. I'm gonna hit the call and see if I want to gobble. There he was, he gobbled. Alright, good deal. I'm fixing to get set up a little better. Alright, that turkey's a long ways off. I really doubt he comes up here. I'm gonna move way back. I'm gonna move back just a little bit. Get a little bit better camouflage. Because the way I'm set up, and the only place I can set up, this turkey, when he pops up, he's gonna be 10 yards. I'm fixing to slide back. There's a little brush spot right here behind me. Alright, I've got this turkey fired up. He's gobbling like crazy. He's a long ways off. And he's on some land I ain't got permission to hunt. I can hunt right here where I'm sitting. Coming. Alright, I blew my hen decoy up. I know the turkey can't see it far, but I think it's coming. And I over this hill, I wanted to see something instead of looking at me. So I just put the decoy up mainly for a distraction. When if the turkey comes, when he shows up, he's going to be in range. He sounds a little farther then. Gobble. He's gobbling a bunch. Alright, the turkey's really close. He's straight ahead. I need him to come up this draw to the left, because I can't see but about 6 or 7 yards. If he comes up right here, he's going to be 15, less than 15 yards, probably 10 yards. I'm hoping he comes to the left. Come up to about 60 or 70 yards. Yeah, he's going back the other way. He's coming back. sound like it, but I bet you he's 50 yards. He will drop straight off right there where he's at. Alright, the bird's coming. I literally just saw the turkey. He ain't gobbling loud. He's 40 yards. I eased up and he's just barely up his hump. That turkey's in gun range. But the way I'm set up, I can only see 15 yards. There's a cow pasture below me. There's no cover to set up in. He's in the cow pasture. There's a few trees scattered through it. But it's so wide open I can't hide my camera gear. So I had to sit back on the edge, on top. And I was hoping he'd come around to the left and I could see him coming, but he didn't. He come to the right. got him. I don't know if y'all could even see him on the video. I shot him. I got him. Alright, this was number 4 up here in Tennessee for 2019. I couldn't be happier. This old bird's rough. He's a rough bird. He's missing half a tail fan, half of a wing. And he's a nice bird. I'm going to say he's maybe barely a 3-year-old bird. His spurs are probably 15th, 16th inch long, maybe an inch. He weighs 19 or 20 pounds. He's got a really nice beard. It's real thick, but it's wet, matted up. But he didn't make for very good video, but he sure made for a great hunt this morning. And he was actually probably 600 or 700 yards, at least 500 yards from me starting out. Nothing gobbled on the roost. The only reason I knew this bird was even in here is the landowner called me and said he'd been hearing one gobble. I didn't know where one was to go hunt, so I came in here this morning to hunt him. I was about to get up and leave at 7:30, and I hit the call, made a little batwing call on a little jiggy, and I'd owl hooted, crows had hollered, and no gobbling. I hit that call and he gobbled. Barely could hear him. And it's a little bit after 11 right now, so it took him that long to come. I bet you he probably gobbled 3 or 4, maybe 500 times. He gobbled a bunch. He gobbled so much, I just had to cut the camera off because I wasn't getting anything but audio of him gobbling. But he kind of messed me up. I didn't get too good a footage of him. He was in front of me 40 yards, spitting and drumming, then he went silent. He gobbled a bunch at 40 yards, and he went silent. I could hear him spitting and drumming. I thought he was about to pop up. The way I was setting, I could only see 15 yards to my right, and that's the way he wound up coming. I'd originally set up to the left, and I could see 100 yards probably down 4-wheeler trail around the edge of this cow pasture. But I'd spun around because he came over to the right. Well, of course, he faked me off and he went back around to the left like I was originally set up and came in nearly 180 degrees behind me. It put me in a bind. It put the camera in a bind. I didn't even know if he was in the frame when I shot, but I zoomed the camera most of the way out. He was 25 yards. I couldn't move. He had me pinned down. Had a hen decoy setting up on a stump so you could see coming across the cow pasture. I would have normally got a little closer to the bird before I even set up, but this cow pasture has got a lot of trees in it. It's wide open, but it's not enough trees, not enough cover to set up a camera and hide it and me too. And then as soon as you get out of the cow pasture, you was on private land. So I stayed up on the ridge on 4-wheeler trail right above the cow pasture. And like I said, he popped up 25 yards, scared the crap out of me. I could hear him spitting and drumming. I was thinking he was about to pop over the hill at 15 yards, and he gobbles, and he's behind me 20 or 25 yards. About made me jump up off his cushion. But anyway, every time he put his head down, he kept putting his head down pecking, and then he'd put his head down to groom his feathers. I'd spin the camera every time he wasn't looking. I finally got the camera where I thought it was pointing on him. And a squirrel started barking. He got a little skittish, a little spooked. And I knew I was fixing to have to shoot him or let him walk away. And this is the last time I'm getting to hunt for 2019 up here in Tennessee. And I knew if I was going to kill a turkey, this was the one to kill, because I don't know where another bird's at right now. He kind of put his head down a little bit, spun around about halfway, and I swung the gun over on him quiet as I could. He heard me move. He stretched his head out. And I've got these slick pants on. Had my knee on it, and I was shooting nearly completely backwards. And when I pulled the trigger, the elbow slid off my knee, dropped my shot. And I don't know if y'all can see all the blood and ruffled feathers, but my whole pattern hit him right here. I've watched the video. It was a miracle I got it on film, but whole pattern hit low, hit him right in here. He hit the ground, threw his wings up, kind of stumbled off. I love this vortex venom. Makes you get on them birds quick. I shoot doves with this venom, shoot clays, everything. It's fast. You can throw up and shoot. I pumped another shell. He went flopping behind a tree, and right as soon as he flopped out from behind it, it was just like shooting a rabbit or a quail or a low bird. I swung this venom, put the dot on his head, and squeezed off, and he's 45 yards probably at that point, and he didn't take another step. It finished him off. I hate making a bad shot, but I've been sitting there for several hours. Everything was going numb, and he was behind me. But I got him on the ground. That's the main thing. He's a nice bird.
He finishes my limit of Tennessee off, and I couldn't be happier with the way the hunt went. Anytime you get a big bird coming in like that and kill one, get one 20, 25 yards and kill it, you can't ask for much more. But I'm fixing to get out of here now, head back toward my home state of Alabama with a nice bird in the truck. I love it. I can't wait till next year. We may try to slip out west to Kansas this year, but I'm not sure if we're going or not. I can't get enough of this though. This is my 9th bird for the season. 5 in Alabama, 4 up here in Tennessee. It's been a pretty rough season in Tennessee. I've hunted 5 mornings, killed 4 birds, but I've killed every bird that I've got on. Here is his beard. It's a lot thicker, a lot better than what it looks. It's matted up and wet. And then his spurs, they're probably not quite an inch, but they're pushing an inch. This could be just a big 2-year-old bird, but looks like he's broke that one off on the tip, and that one's real thick and heavy. But nice bird. I'll end my season with one like this any day of the week.